$35 million in inflows in just the first 3 days, which is a record. And Bitcoin did flip back above $90,000. Top crypto things you might have missed. Wednesday, November 26, 2025. Remember, Bitwise also has a Solana staked ETF, which is also doing numbers. And remember all the trash JP Morgan talked about Bitcoin? Well, guess what? They just filed a structural note tied to IBIT that benefits if Bitcoin drops in 2026 but surges in 2028, literally legalized gambling. And they also came out and finally admitted they were wrong. They say that crypto is transitioning into a tradable macro asset class driven increasingly by institutional liquidity rather than retail speculation. Texas purchased $5 million worth of IBIT as a placeholder for its state Bitcoin strategic reserve. So they didn't buy Bitcoin, but they bought a derivative of Bitcoin, IBIT, BlackRock's Bitcoin spot ETF. Grayscale and Franklin Templeton's new XRP spot ETF each drew over $60 million in first day inflows, totaling $164 million. And it outperformed Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana in daily inflows. Grayscale also files for a Zcash ETF in the US. And this is nothing new. Grayscale has had a Zcash trust since 2017. And if you watch my daily show, you would know this. I told you guys not to fade it way back when, probably like 2020. Van Eck filed for an updated S1 amendment for its proposed spot BNB ETF. And Bitwise also launched Doge ETF on NYSE today. It's called BWOW, super cute. But Memecoin activity is declining on Solana. It's actually collapsed. Memes are actually down 35% to 9% of weekly DEX volume, which necessarily is not a bad thing because Solana still has a really big ecosystem. And we saw this type of behavior on Ethereum way back when, DeFi summer of 2020. Big news for Stellar XLM because US Bank just announced their pilot bank grade stablecoin that's going to be issued on Stellar XLM. Klarna is going to be issuing their own stablecoin on Tempo, which is backed by Stripe and Paragon. This is incredibly bearish for retail and will also help institute digital ID and CBDC. Chainlink co-founder Sergey sees DeFi hitting mass adoption by 2030. And that's because Chainlink is pioneering it, well, with oracles.